Yo, no funny shit, bro. This little boxing shit, like celebrity boxing, might be saving boxing. Because now you know if you want to get some viral clips that has nothing to do with the fight. Like, no one gave a fuck about the Chad Johnson fight. But that clip went viral when Desus said, he said, I forgot what he said. But Chad got punched down. He was like, "Good night, Irene," or something like that. And it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Boxing needs to implement that because boxing is a dying sport. No one really gives a fuck about it. Maybe you need a Snoop Dogg to commentate a fight, get some good clips, and boom, now you're on SportsCenter. Now you're on Shade Room. Now you're on Academics. And guess what? That's going to bring more eyes to the sport.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? You have all that. Like I said, you have that little celeb match at the end or celeb match in the beginning too. But in the middle, it was actual boxers boxing. They had 2 matches, and those were actual boxers boxing.
I love that idea. The issue that would run into it is who decides who goes on the main card. For example, you have Deontay Wilder, you have Tyson Fury fighting, and you decide to put a Jake Paul versus Chad Ochocinco, right? Because I think that's a good way to balance it. I think that's a good way for boxing to leverage, for both to leverage each other. Because then the Jake Paul versus Chad Ochocinco is going to be legitimized by the fact that they're on a real boxing card. And for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, it gives you the hype of having Jake Paul, one of the biggest stars in the world, fighting on the same card as you. But who's to decide who's going to be the main fight? Because that would be sticky.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you this question. Who you think, what fight would be more entertaining? You think everyone would be excited for?
If you got to follow the money, you got to put Jake Paul.
So, yeah.
But how would 2 guys who spend their entire lives fighting are probably not going to be able to say, "I love you" to their kids at 50 because they've been getting punched in their head since they were 10. And you put this little white boy here.
But I'm telling you, money will keep them quiet.
Money talks, and that's a fact.
Money will keep them quiet. Like, oh yeah, let them be the main card. We good.
Notice how every UFC fighter is calling out Jake Paul, except for the ones that's fighting him.
Wait, say that again?
Every UFC fighter, including Dana White, is calling out Jake Paul because they're exposing, like, I think Logan made 25 off of this last fight. No UFC fighter has even came close to touching that kind of money.
Holy shit.
So they're attacking
Jake
Paul and Logan Paul, except for Ben Askren and except for now Tyron Woodley. Notice how Tyron Woodley never said anything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he did. But I'm sure if he did say anything, it probably was in jest of building up a fight. But everyone who's not fighting them, oh, these guys are disrespecting the sport. How dare they get these big paydays? But Ben Askren's like, I don't give a fuck if they get a big payday. I'm about to get one too. Yeah. Tyron Woodley said, bitch, I'm about to get one too.
Yeah, bro. They don't want to fight against no one too physical. So I walk into a party, right? It's a funny story. Walk into actually not a party, a wedding. Walk in, chilling, get the sipping. At a table talking to my mans, and some other gentleman walks by. He grabs me on my shoulders. He's like, yo, there's this one thing I got to tell you. I was like, what? He's like, stop going to the gym. We laugh a little bit. And then and he goes, you also know when you first came in here, I thought you were Tyron Woodley. I was like, oh, you thought you about to fight me?
You look like Woodley.
A Woodley?
You got a Woodley.
I do got a Woodley. That was my little Tyron Woodley. That made me.
Let me see what Tyron Woodley.
That made me feel good.
Nah, you kind of do. You favorite Tyron.
I'm like, oh yeah, we in here.
You said you want to grow your hair out. You should definitely get the Tyron. You got to get your beard nice and thick though.
Yeah, I'm working on that, man. I'm really trying to grow this beard out. We'll see.
You got to stop shaping it. You shape your shit up. Not weird. It looks good, but if you want to get a full beard, you got to stop cutting it so low and then bringing it in something.
Good down here?
Yeah, you got to grow.
So what I got to do up here? Keep it up here?
Yeah, just tell him to touch it up and keep like over your mustache. Over the mustache?
Over the mustache. I bet. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get that Philly beard. That shit don't be coming in and get me mad. Right. Get me hella mad. But yeah, that was my little shout out to the weddings, man. Backyard wedding lit, man.
Where?
Backyard wedding, yeah. No, you know, everyone local. No one really gotta go home. Everybody home. You home yourself. So you get lit. And go right to your bed. Have fun.
What was people doing for weddings prior to?
You go to a church, or you could go to a beach,
people are not even
or
going
you
to the
could go out
churches
to
anymore.
vacation. Well, that situation, they were supposed to get married last year, and COVID happened, and they just got tired of weighing it off. You save a lot of money. The marriage is just a whole fucking business.
It's a falsity by the government and by women.
Yeah,
men do not get married if you can help it.
Bow Wow was just saying that.
I've seen people happy. Not the happy. No, I'm not gonna say that because that would be a lie. But some of the happiest relationships I've seen are men and women who are secure enough to not want their man to marry them. Because guess what? Hey, he's doing everything a husband would do. When are we ready?